Hello, Mohamad Hamad is here. I would like to thank you for your time. As you may know, I am the manager at Khatib Alami. I look forward to discussing what is BIM today. So, first of all, I will talk about definition of BIM, history, the fourth generation of BIM, future of BIM, BIM process, benefit of BIM, BIM level, and BIM element. So, what is BIM? Is BIM software? Building information modeling is a process supported by various tools, technologies, and contracts involving the generation and management of digital representation of physical functional characteristics of places. So, BIM is not a software, it's a process where BIM stands for Building Information Model or Building Information Modeling and Building Information Management. Uh, the history of BIM, the concept of BIM has been in development since 1970, but it only became an agreed term in the early 2000s, where the development of standard and adoption of BIM has progressed at different speed in different countries. So standards developed in the United Kingdom from 2007 onward have formed the basis of international standard ISO 19650, launched in January 2019. So we have four generations of BIM. The growth of BIM over the past decade has continued due to the benefits of using 3D virtual model to guide real-world process. So we have here BM, building modeling, BM plus I, building with data attached, BIM modeling with a database, and BI between brackets and data about model element. The first generation of BM, uh, it's a pure BM phase, and of BIM was simply a 3D object. There was no other data, no opportunity, no create schedule of components or arrange a term on a timeline to count them or for cost estimating. It was a simply geometry. To do any of those other things, we would have to do or to add data tags to the objects. Where in the second generation, BM plus I atom were 3D objects with data attached to them in a pin fusion configuration. The pins containing object data were jabbed into the 3D objects, but were not automatically related to each other. In the second generation, in the third generation, BIM, at this stage, 3D objects with embedded data floated in a further data context, BM linked to the information management. This is roughly where we find ourselves today, with 3D object in a context that also creates link among object data, but that is not where the evolution of BIM ends. In the last stage, or the last generation, the fourth generation, BI between brackets M, it is information about components rather than the 3D characteristic of the geometry that provide critical information for comprehensive tracking of construction project. So we can go through the timeline of the BIM history. So for example, the start in 1982, 2D CAD, in 1999, Unuma, and 2004 Revit 6 update, 2012 format, and so on. Now we have Revit 2023, Navisworks 2023, and more softwares. So what are the BIM levels? We have 3 levels: level 0, 1, 2, and 3. For level 0, we have 2D. It's a 2D CAD file. BIM level 1 is mixed between 2D and 3D design. BIM level 2, mixed of 2D and 3D design, models, objects, and collaboration with common data environment and federated model. Uh, 6D, the level 3, it's our future of BIM, uh, where with continuous technological advancement, next generation 6D BIM is one of the essential aspects of creating a flawless futuristic construction, and to be more productive, construction has to move from being a conceptual model to a constructible model. Uh, how does the BIM process work? BIM is used for the entire life span of the construction project. Uh, so BIM adds value to everything involved in the project: design, workflow, planning, construction, and operation. Uh, what are the benefits of BIM? Fast and efficient process, reduced uncertainty, avoidance of rework cost, and so on. So these are the benefits of BIM. Uh, the main element for the BIM where the BIM information modeling refer to a collaborative methods of working, which is based on the generation and exchange of data and information between the various project parties. For effective functioning, BIM requires the integration of the following 5 elements: process, policies, people, information, and technology. So for a process, it's referred to the specific order of work activities with a beginning and and a clear identification of the input and output of each stage. Policies are framed to develop standards and best practices to minimize disputes between parties involved. People, the most important, where uh, there is important people in the BIM usually include BIM director, BIM managers, BIM consultants. Uh, Information, we have 2 types of information: models and documents. Models are digital data that are the reproduction, or simplified version of an object: roads, bridge, building, etc. For the documents, there are the digital version of papers, drawing, prints, images, and video. At last, we have the technology, refer the software and hardware tools used to manage the various stages of the building information modeling process. So we talked about uh, the definition of BIM, history of BIM in a brief, of the 4 generation of BIM, the future of BIM, BIM process, benefits of BIM, BIM levels, and BIM elements. Thank you for attending this meeting. Much appreciated. Thank you. Bye bye.